Hello guys, my name is N and I welcome you specially to this channel. Okay, so I found a story that is quite interesting, and it's making the rounds right now in Nigeria. In fact, as I'm talking to you, I have some of my friends that are seriously cursing the United Kingdom. I'm sure many of you will be wondering what this story is about, but just calm down, I'm going to tell you. So recently, just a few days ago, the United Kingdom decided to stop recruiting health workers from Nigeria. Wow. I mean, I have a lot of my guys presently who are looking for visas, to travel to the UK to work as maybe a social worker, a healthcare giver, healthcare assistant, name it. Even though these guys didn't read anything that has to do with, medicine or nursing or what have you. Everybody in Nigeria now wants to jackpot. So they are seriously cursing the Nigerian government and cursing the United Kingdom government. But then I think it's something we need to talk about. My brother and friend K, I don't know what you think. So I'd like you to tell me what's your opinion about this whole thing. The United Kingdom, the UK stopping the recruitment of Nigerian healthcare workers into the UK. And the reason they gave is that the migration of these healthcare workers is threatening the achievement of Nigerians' health and social care goals. I mean, sometimes I'm tempted to wonder when the UK started caring for Nigeria that much. But then I think I need to give some background information before I ask my brother K to give me his thought on this. So it's important we know that about 11,500 Nigerian trained doctors are presently working in the UK. Yeah, that is true. And this is what some people argue in Nigeria, especially in the House of Representatives. Recently, someone moved a motion that every Nigerian trained doctor must at least spend 5 years working in Nigeria before he decides to travel abroad, before he decides to, go to the UK or go to the US to work as a doctor. And the reason they gave is that these people had enjoyed Nigeria's education, so they need to give back to Nigeria before they ever think of going abroad. So, what do we think? I'd like you to hit the comment section, guys. Listen to what my brother and friend thinks about this, but I would seriously want you also to go to the comment section and drop your own opinion. What do you think about this recent ban or this embargo placed on the recruitment of healthcare workers from Nigeria? Do you think it's actually good for Nigeria? Do you think it's bad for those who want to go and work abroad? Overall, what's your take on this, guys? But then let's hear from K.
My brother, okay, so I would start by saying this. First of all, it didn't start just in the UK. In the US also, they've been kind of doing a little crackdown on the health workers because of what you said was true. They know that a lot of these health workers are not what's the word? They're not qualified to be health workers, but they don't have the degree to support what they're doing. But Nigerians now, we are hustlers now. We are hustlers. See, nobody else wants to do the work. We will do it. We will learn on the fly. So it didn't start with the UK. It's been brewing, and I know it's not only. I think even in India, I might be wrong. Forgive me, but I know for a fact there's been a little crackdown in the US as regards to Nigerian health workers. There's even in the news where I think 52 or so in Atlanta were fired or were removed just because they didn't have the proper qualifications to be doing the job. Not because they were killing anybody, but it boils down to my thoughts about the whole thing. Now, someone should go and knock the head of those representatives that are talking. The whole country that is complaining itself, because you have to understand, all these countries are trying to play good with Africa now. There's a bigger picture, but I will not deviate all the way. But first, we at least have to understand why this is happening now, why all these countries are doing this. Is obviously the country, Nigeria, is complaining, and everybody is trying to be buddy with Africa now, especially Nigeria as one of the countries. I'm sure unless you are living under a rock, you know that Russia, Europe, France, China, US, everybody is trying to be Africa's best friend at this point. I guess that's a topic for another day. So everybody's trying to play good and listen to the requests of Nigeria. But somebody needs to go and knock. They need to be flogged. All those representatives that are trying to put a hold or complaining about our people leaving the shores of Nigeria to go and look for greener pastures. Somebody needs to slap them. I'm telling you, because all these people are in positions and they do not know the plight. They really do not know the plight of the people, and you are not giving them what they need, and they are going somewhere else to find it, and you are telling them to stay. That is not how you convince people to stay. You do not force them to stay. You give them what they need. It's just like football now. Somebody is in one team now. Yeah, another team sees that we need this guy. What do? They give him what he wants. They entice him. And if that team doesn't want him to go, what they will do is give him more money or tell him, okay, but you can't tell somebody to stay because you're not giving them what they need. You're not giving them the tools they need to grow. You have not given them the facilities. You're not paying them the money. They are all just wasting away. You're forcing them to go to this school. You're telling them education is the key. They are going to school for years of their life and coming out to become weak sellers and them, some of them ending up having to have multiple boyfriends. Come on, we need to stop it. Somebody needs to sit these people down. They need it. Nobody is telling these representatives the truth because they do not know what is happening. And we can't keep on doing this. Somebody needs to start. All these Arise people need to start talking to these people. These people that will have big voices. Forgive me for not remembering their name at this point, but I hope they hear this. They need to be slapped. Let these people go. If you want them to not leave the shores of the country, then give them what they need in the country and stop using the country's money to go and be buying houses and storing the money in Swiss banks and all that rubbish. Let me stop because I will continue. I can't go on. But yes, that's how I feel. They should let these people go and make the money and take care of their families.
All right, thank you very much, my brother K. I agree with you. I share your sentiment 100%. If we need to stop Nigerians from leaving the shores of this country, then we need to provide alternatives for them. It's that simple. Make the environment conducive for them to be able to achieve their full potentials. I agree with you, bro. So guys, what do you think? What are your opinions about this present situation? Do you think that the federal government is doing the right thing? Do you think the UK government are doing the right thing? Go to the comment section and drop your opinions there. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly do that now. Do not also forget to click the like button and share this video. Until we meet again in our next video. Bye for now.